Welcome. I'm Steph, an intuitive hypnotist from Quebec, Canada.
I'm Julie, a past life regression hypnotist and Reiki healer from Wisconsin.
And together, we are the Soulful Mystics.
Hey, Steph.
Hi, Julie. How's it going?
Good, and how are you today?
I'm doing good. Today, we are going to talk about shadow work, and we will be sharing my first shadow integration session as the client, facilitated by Mira. If you want to learn more about Mira, her website and Instagram handle will be in the show notes.
Awesome. So I had a little experience with a shadow integration session in the hypnotic arts training. Sarah, one of our trainers, actually facilitated the session for me. And I remember we did it as a demo, and I just remember how freaking scared I was.
Yeah.
Like, I was so terrified just because it's such a vulnerable thing. So I really want to make that clear and also thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing your session with our listeners today. It's so personal and you really don't know what is going to come out of it. I just remember Sarah was really feeling my anxiety that day in class, and I felt so bad. She's such an empath, and I was a nervous wreck.
Oh, yeah. I remember leading up to the day you were going to be the demo for the shadow integration session. You were so nervous. I was the demo for the easy one, a past life regression. So kudos to you for agreeing to be the demo for the shadow session with all of the students watching. It was truly an amazing session.
After the session, of course, even though I think it was only 30 minutes long, I just remember it being so powerful and having such a huge impact on me, even to this day. And so, if you want to go ahead and talk a little bit more about what shadow work is and shadow integration.
Yeah, I like to think of our shadow side as unrealized potential, integrating those elements of ourselves that have been repressed and denied leads us to becoming whole. We've learned over lifetimes what's deemed acceptable by society. By having to adapt to the social world, we've repressed a lot of traits that were frowned upon that would serve us immensely today.
Yes.
So, assertiveness would be a huge one, especially as women. We feel like if we're assertive or speak our mind, that we're not behaving as we should because we were taught that from generations or past lives.
Or that we're being difficult.
Yeah. Creativity, too, thinking outside the norm, and ambition. Ambition is huge.
Yeah.
As a result of repressing these traits that people may have seen as a threat in the past or even today, we've learned to survive by being obedient, predictable, and this has been necessary for survival in the past. But I feel like it's safe now to allow that other side of us to come through and integrate those aspects we may have repressed over time.
Exactly.
And by integrating our shadows, we can become whole again. We can realize potential that may have been dormant, ignite the drive to explore and master the world outside of us as well as within.
Yes.
But yeah, so a shadow integration session is the perfect kind of session to explore triggers, clear energetic blocks, release stuck emotions, and heal even ancestral and generational trauma. So we integrate your shadows into the whole and healed version of yourself that you already are, and it brings your unconscious shadows to light. Anything you
Yeah.
want to add?
Well, I just, for me and my experience, it was so powerful. There's been times where I've tried to, on my own, just do like a little meditation, to do the shadow work or journaling. And it just isn't as powerful as going as deep as hypnosis. And also, too, I think the information that comes out, it's mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
I never expected to experience that. It was just so impactful, so powerful. And I want to ask you, with the session you had with Mira, how did you feel afterwards?
I was surprised at the way it went. I thought that it would go a completely different way, but I felt really great because the way she did it was we went into a past life, then we went to the future and met with the spirit guides. And I wasn't expecting that. just seeing myself in the future after doing all the work that I'm doing right now really starts to pay off was very motivating and enlightening and made me feel all this hardship is here for a reason and that we're getting somewhere with it. That was just really powerful and I wasn't expecting it.
Wow. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Seeing your future self, it's almost like you're getting a glimpse of what is to look forward to. It's like a glimpse of the end result after putting in all this work. Because let's be real, all this inner work, it can be really tough. It can
Mhm.
be really hard, very emotional, but the rewards at the end, it's just amazing.
For sure. It is a powerful, yet it can be a scary thing. I feel like we get the nerves before we go into it, and then afterwards, it feels more like a release.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And also too, I want to throw out there, this is something I say all the time. For 2022, I've been telling myself this all the time that it's okay to do things scared. So even though, you might be scared going into some of this work, it's okay. And I think a lot of times too, once we face that fear, the light is just shining down on us when we come out on the other side,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I love that. It's okay to do things scared. And it's true. How else would we grow if we prevent ourselves from stepping outside that comfort zone or not exploring something because we're too afraid of what it might be like?
Absolutely.
And I'd also like to mention we can explore different kinds of things in a shadow integration session. It doesn't have to be about triggers. We can also explore a quality that lives in your shadow and something that you want to really bring into your life every day. And then we do a hypnosis to access that part of yourself and awaken it into your experience. And I think that makes it a whole lot less scary of just thinking about it as let's explore something that you might be unaware of about yourself, but you really would benefit from having in your life today.
I love that. So, is there anything that you want to explain about what the listeners are about to hear?
My intention going into this session was to gain clarity on how to honor myself and my body. I don't really know any women who haven't struggled or don't struggle with the relationship to their body. And so I felt like this would be a really relatable episode. And that's why I wanted to share this session. I was feeling very triggered by how the women in my life were always so critical of themselves. And it made me feel like if they were judging themselves by how they look, then they must also be judging me.
Yeah, I absolutely can see that perspective too. And even myself, I've done the same thing and so many women and not just women, but so many girls
Hmm.
like that too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it honestly is a big struggle right now. And in this session, I was able to get a message from my past life self. In that life, I had a beautiful way of taking care of myself. I lived in the moment. I never dimmed my light in order to feel safe. And I realized that in this life as Steph, I've learned to dim my light in order to feel safe. When I put on this weight, it made me feel safe. It made me feel like men would not show me that attention that made me so uncomfortable. And I didn't realize that that's why I had that trigger.
Wow. I have chills just hearing you talk about that. I feel that all over.
Yeah, it was really powerful. Shadow integration sessions are no more than an hour. Right when I got the messages from my past self, we moved into a scene, my future self. And I got emotional right away because of how happy and proud and free I felt. And
Oh,
yeah, it was something I hadn't expected or hadn't experienced in this life as Steph. And so that was really magical. And I think that when you listen to the episode, you'll hear a lot more of those messages, which was really beautiful. And the Chiron wounded healer came up once again. And the whole message was that you have to go through this stuff in order to heal yourself so that you can help heal other people. And this was my chosen path. And I know it's your chosen path as well. And it's just a matter of experiencing it, acknowledging it, working towards healing, and then talking about it, sharing your story. And so that's why I decided to share this today. If it helps one person understand that you're worthy, no matter what size you are, you're worthy no matter what. And we need to move into a space of self-love and heal ourselves. And I feel like shadow integration is an amazing way to do that and to explore those triggers in order to release them.
Absolutely. And when we heal ourselves, we can help heal the collective too. And that is pretty damn powerful.
It is. It's so powerful.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing this session with us today, Steph.
For sure. Well, I hope you enjoy. Here's the session.
Now imagine the roof opening up above you, and the carpet lifts you just high enough that you can safely travel through a magical tunnel. This tunnel is a portal. See, hear, sense, or know that you are traveling safely through this portal to the hallway of your higher self. Feel the sensations of gently moving through this tunnel and sense the fragrance of a comforting smell as you travel, whether it be musk, vanilla, citrus, greenery, or other scent. Take in the fragrance, the lovely fragrance of this portal. Now you are slowing down as you reach your hallway. The carpet descends into the hallway very softly and gently. You step off the carpet and you notice the hallway is just gorgeous. It can be an open hallway or enclosed. It can have greenery or plants or columns, bookshelves, whatever makes your hallway yours. Observe this space now. Feel it, be there. You can touch the walls or the columns if there are columns. You can feel your feet on the floor. Notice if there are any sounds, maybe animals, birds. This is the hallway of your higher self, where you can travel into the past, the future, or just be in the present. This hallway has several doors, beautiful closed doors that you have full access to. See, sense, feel this place now. Just enjoy this hallway. Now we will take 10 steps toward the doorway of your choice and pause just in front of the doorway that will show you a memory, either from this life or a past life, where you felt the quality of self-care for your body, true love, true self-care for the vessel that you inhabit. We will take these steps one at a time towards your door. 1, 2, feeling confident and secure. 3, 4, 5, making steady progress, feeling safe and protected. 6, 7, 8, almost to the threshold. 9 and 10, in front of your chosen door. Inside this door is a time, an experience, either from this life or another, wherein you experienced true self-care for your body. Now open the door, step inside, and just take a moment to let the details come in. And when you are ready, Let me know if you are outside or inside.
It's inside.
Okay. What do you notice about your environment? Are you in a home, a large space, a small space?
It's a small space, almost like an apartment, very fashionable, like very designed and really nice, actually.
And can you tell if you're in your own earth suit or if this is from a past life?
It's a past life.
Good. Just notice the details. Look at what you're wearing. Can you see what clothes are on your body?
I have a dress on. It's white and it has blue flowers.
How do you feel wearing this dress?
Very pretty and beautiful. I feel good about myself.
Good. Where do you feel this sense of feeling good about yourself in your body if you had to locate it?
In my mind,
Are you alone or with others in the room?
I'm alone.
Is the room have a mirror in it?
Yes.
Look at your reflection in the mirror. What do you see?
I have long blonde hair. It's a darker blonde. Um, I have a hat next to me that I'm about to put on to go with my outfit. And I'm very naturally pretty. So very minimal makeup on, just yeah.
Good. And what are you feeling at that time?
Feeling happy and confident.
If this person had a message for you, what would she tell you?
Well, I'm recognizing her as the same woman that I was in France.
Hmm.
And she wants to say not to let them get you down.
Okay. And who is them?
Men,
Is there a particular man or just men in general?
there's about 5 men in my current life that popped up, and one in her life.
Okay. Do you feel at this point in this memory that you have that self care for your body at that time?
Yes.
What qualities of self care do you possess as this in this past life memory?
Just taking pride in how I feel in my body and doing things that make me happy and not letting anything exterior make me feel like I need to dim my light.
What kind of things made you feel happy in this life when taking care of your body?
Just the acceptance and not needing to escape from anything So it just felt easy and comfortable to be myself.
Are there any other messages she has for you before we travel back through the door?
Now, what's meant to be will be either way. So stopping yourself from looking and feeling your best is only hurting yourself.
Okay, good. Now it's time to go travel back through the door. So let's thank this memory and those within it and walk towards your door. And when you are ready, open the door and step into your beautiful hallway. And tell me when you have arrived there.
I'm there.
Okay, good. Now we are going to meet the future you, who embodies self-care and self-love in the most balanced, uplifting way. We are going to walk 5 steps to a different door in your hallway. And at step 5, we will be in front of the door of future Stephanie. 1, 2, moving toward your future door. 3, 4, knowing you are safe in the best way possible. 5, knowing your higher self is with you and is excited for you to step into your best possible future. When you are ready, open the door and step inside. And when you have your surroundings, meet your future self that embodies this quality of confidence in herself, in her vessel, in the most balanced, helpful way. Let the details gradually come in. And when you're ready, let me know whether your future self is inside or outside.
She's outside.
And tell me, how is she feeling here?
Really happy and proud.
Good. Feel that happiness and that pride that she's feeling. How does she feel in her body?
Just really light and free.
Good. Enjoy that feeling of lightness and freedom in your whole body. And know that this feeling of lightness and freedom is accessible to you every day going forward. Enjoy this feeling. Let it grow. Let it increase in intensity to a place that is comfortable for you. What is she doing?
She's sitting in the grass, just smiling.
Is she alone or with other people?
Alone.
Does she have any animal friends with her?
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs, and I see chickens.
Ooh, chickens. Is she on a farm?
It's in the forest,
Okay.
but I think there's farm animals. It's just more of a, like, I just keep hearing sanctuary for
Oh,
herself and
cool.
the beings who need it.
Oh, wow. Does she live at this sanctuary?
Yes.
Does she live there with other people?
Yes, Max is there.
Okay. Good. And let's talk to future Stephanie. How is her life different from yours now?
It's a life without fear and a life where there's no need to escape the emotions. Could just feel them and then release them.
Does she have any advice for you on how you can deal with your emotions or how to help them flow?
To just be in nature, go for walks, move your body so that the energy flows better and it doesn't get stuck. And don't be afraid to do the things like hypnosis and shadow work. There's a lot of fear there, but releasing it is necessary.
How does she spend her days? How does she spend her time?
Just taking care of the animals, and she still works at the spa, surrounded by amazing souls, and does hypnosis, helps people to heal the way that she's healed.
Does she have any words of encouragement she would like to share with you?
It's hard right now, but the reason it's hard is because people need to learn from you. And in order to teach, you need to deal with the difficult trauma that you've had in order to heal and then move forward. And it's going to get better. It's coming very soon.
Good. So I want you to just sense this loving energy from your future self. If you could sense her well-being for you, her love, just feel it in your body. Feel that love, that encouragement. And know that she's sending this love to you all the time, at every moment, and that you can feel it whenever you need it. Sense your future self's energy. Future Stephanie is you with your qualities of confidence in your body, freedom, lightness, that self-care that you've always been craving. And these qualities are in perfect balance in her, flowing and ebbing as needed. She's making meaningful change in life, pursuing her best life, helping you to make choices and decisions from a place of balance, wisdom, and empowerment, helping you to choose activities and thoughts and emotions to help you take care of your body, to help you feel comfortable in your body and confident to shine in your body. Are there any other words that she wants to tell you or any other messages before we leave her presence?
You can stop punishing yourself at any time and live a more fulfilled life. If it's not now, when is it? So let it be now. And she says it with like a huge smile and a lot of love, and it's really beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Does Stephanie know you know what you're punishing yourself for?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you can do to help that process?
To just work on releasing, because it really wasn't my fault. And I know that deep down is just about the subconscious just really
having positive mantras every day on self-love and self-forgiveness would really help.
Okay. All right, beautiful. So just know that you have those mantras, that you can use them every day, and that little reminders from spirit will come to you when you need to use them. So let's thank your future self. Now we're going to go back into the hallway of your higher self to step through the door when you're ready, and let me know when you are there.
I'm there.
Back in the hallway, now we're going to walk through a door to talk to a spirit guide, your higher self, or any other deity or god, goddess, or angel, ascended master who you would like to speak with. If you do not have a specific energy you would like to communicate with, then we just ask your higher self or spirit guides with your best interest at heart to enter and provide you with wisdom and peace. Stephanie, is there anyone you would like to speak to specifically at this time?
Poppy is coming up.
All right. So now we're going to step through the door to speak with Poppy. So stepping through the door, and when you're ready and you can feel her presence, let me know.
Yeah, I could feel her.
Okay. Dear Poppy, thank you for providing messages for Stephanie at this time. Why is this quality of self-care for the body being brought forth for her to integrate at this time?
It's the perfect moment to help teach herself and other women how to love themselves without dimming their light for society and for safety.
Good. And why were these memories and details of past and future Stephanie brought into her focus at this time?
It's time to let the danger that came before go, because that's not the future. The future is bright, the future is love, and her seeing that is really important to let go of that fear of being seen.
How can Stephanie today, do you have any knowledge or wisdom that she can integrate these insights into her life and to know when is the right time to take care of her body and do things for her body? When would that be beneficial?
There's no better day like the present, and it's time to start, even with little things, 5-minute yoga, breath work, positive mantras, just starting that morning routine and bedtime routine.
Okay. Are there any blocks that we can help Stephanie release in order to give her more motivation for these tasks?
Yeah, there's blocks in the heart of just the past trauma that is going to be released this year. It's just about really working on it and not avoiding the feelings that come up, and that the feelings are valid. It's just about working through them and sharing your experience to help other people. That's why you're feeling it so hard right now.
Okay. So, Stephanie, let's move to the heart and just start that process. Encourage letting go of that block. What does that feel like to you in your heart right now?
It feels really heavy.
Does it feel, if you had to describe the heaviness, how would that feel as if it were an object or an item or just a sensation?
It's like a dumbbell.
Okay. How would you like to release that dumbbell whether it's breaking it, letting it lift, dissolving it, any way that you feel that you would like to lessen it or help it to move.
I just see the girls from the spa helping to lift it off.
Beautiful. Just imagine those girls helping to lift it off for you with no extra effort from you, just lifting it. And do that now and take as long as you need.
It's gone.
Beautiful. And just know that if you feel that heaviness in the future, you can access the girls from the spa and their help, and they'll help you lighten it more and more, even if it returns. And let's fill that space now with something that you need. Fill it with the energy and light of the sun. And just allow the energy and light of the sun to fill that space, that pride, that joy in being free and being seen. And just imagine that energy in your heart right now. And that dung bell is getting thrown into the sun to be transmuted by the energy of the sun. And when you feel the sun's energy and you feel like it's filled with that energy, let me know.
It's definitely filled and a lot lighter.
Beautiful. Stephanie, you've done beautiful work. Are there any other messages or questions that you wish to ask Poppy at this time?
She just says it's one step at a time and to be proud of the little successes because that's what's going to make the difference. And
Beautiful.
she's waving goodbye and smiling.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that. Let that self-love, that self-care, let those qualities cultivate more and more every day into your existence, Stephanie, until they are fully integrated into your being. Let this self-care, self-love, this shine become a superpower that you can draw on at any time in order to be fully and wholly who you are in your authentic being. And it will be a gift both to you and to everyone that you touch, every life that you encounter. So thank you to Poppy, and blessed be.
Next time on the Soulful Mystics podcast, Mira is back facilitating a double past life regression for both Steph and I. This is an episode you won't want to miss.
And that's it for today's episode. Until next time, stay curious.